listeners to Sundust Short Horror Stories, where the shadows of the ancient Appalachian hills whisper secrets best left unheard. Tonight's tale is called The Whistler in the Hollow. In the deep folds of the West Virginia Appalachians, where the mountains are older than bones and the hollers swallow sound whole, there lived an old man named Elias Crow. Folks in the nearby town of Blackthorn said Elias had gone up into Laurel Hollow after his wife passed, building himself a little cabin far from any road he hadn't come down in years, not for supplies, not for company. Some said he was mourning. Others said something else had called him up there. Young Tommy Hargrove didn't believe the stories. At 19, he was full of fire and foolish enough to prove it. His grandpappy had warned him, "Boy, don't go near Laurel Hollow after dark. There's a whistler up there. Ain't no man. It whistles your tune back at you. Then it comes for what's left." Tommy laughed it off. One crisp October evening, with the leaves turning blood red and the fog rolling in thick as milk, he grabbed his land and a pack of smokes and his hunting knife and hiked up the old trail. He was gonna find Elias's cabin, maybe bring the old hermit some tobacco, show everyone there was nothing to fear. The path narrowed quick, twisting through rhododendron thickets that clawed at his jacket. The sun dipped fast behind the ridges, leaving the woods in that gray twilight where shapes play tricks. Tommy lit a cigarette, the flame flickering on his face. As he walked, he started whistling an old tune his mama used to sing. Something simple, cheerful, Shady Grove. He whistled a few bars, then stopped to listen to the echo bouncing off the hills. A moment later, it came back. The same tune, exact same notes, but farther off, deeper in the hollow, slower, like someone or something was mocking him. Tommy chuckled nervously. "Probably just the wind," he muttered, "or Elias playing a joke." He kept going, whistling louder this time to shake off the chill crawling up his spine. Again, the reply. Closer now. The whistle had a wet, raspy edge to it, like breath through broken teeth. Tommy's steps quickened. The fog thickened, swallowing the trail behind him. He couldn't see more than 10 feet ahead. He tried a different tune, something fast, rocky top, whistled it sharp and defiant. The answer came immediate. Same song. But now it was right behind him, almost on his heels, and it wasn't alone. There was a second whistle, harmonizing low, off-key. Tommy ran. Branches whipped his face as he crashed through the underbrush. His lantern swung wild, casting mad shadows. He could hear footsteps now, heavy, deliberate, crunching leaves just out of sight. He burst into a clearing, and there it was, Elias's cabin, sagging roof, boarded windows, door hanging open like a screaming mouth. Tommy dove inside, slamming the door and barricading it with an old chair. Heart pounding, he fumbled for matches, lit a candle stub on the table. The place was a wreck, dust thick as fur, cobwebs draping like veils on the floor, scratched deep into the wood planks, words over and over. "It whistles back, don't Hines?" Tommy's blood went cold outside. The whistling started again. His mama's tune. Perfect pitch, circling the cabin. Then, a knock slow 3 times. "Elias," Tommy whispered, voice shaking. The door creaked, something scratched at the wood. The whistle changed. Now it was Tommy's own, breathing, wheezing, ragged, mimicking him exact. He backed into the corner, knife out. The candle flickered in the dim light. He saw it. A shape at the window, tall, thin, skin pale as moonlit, bones stretched too tight over long limbs. No face, just a dark hollow where a mouth should be, puckered like it was forever blown. It whistled once more, Tommy's final terrified gasp. They found the cabin days later, door wide open. No sign of Tommy, but carved fresh into the floorboards right next to the old warning. He entered. And on quiet nights in Laurel Hollow, if you listen close, you might hear a new tune on the wind, young and cheerful at first. Don't whistle back. Thank you for listening to Sundust Short Horror Stories. If these hills have tales of your own, send them our way. Stay safe out there, and keep the lights on. Good night.